Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Beanie, and whatever it is you're watching, I've probably already seen it. Okay, so the last episodes of Business Proposal finally came out, episodes 11 and 12, and there's going to be a recap on it. Thank God Tamu is fine. They left us on that crazy cliffhanger, but everything's good now. And like I said before in my other recap, I knew Grandpa was going to blame Hattie for this, even though it's definitely not her fault. So yeah, no shock there. And can we talk about how Tamu stood up for his girl? I was like, yes, Tamu, as you should. Grandpa literally got nowhere. Tamu stood his ground, and so did Hattie. When Hattie came back in the rain to check on Tamu, that was the cutest scene ever. I loved how she supported him through that whole scene. When Tamu told us about his parents and the car accident, that whole scene was so emotional. Basically, the writers wanted us to cry, and they succeeded. I was tearing up, it was very sad. But Hattie does such a good job in, helping him get through it and being supportive and just letting him know logically, this could not be your fault. So of course, when the main leads are happy, someone always has to come along and ruin everything. And that person in this episode was Yura. And Yura, I should have known from the last episode that she would be back. She's such a cockroach. She's back to mess everything up and just make everything harder for Hattie. Too bad for her, it worked out for Hattie in the end. So her plan did not work, even though it caused a little trouble here and there. I didn't like how her coworkers reacted to the scandal at first, but Mr. Gay really made up for it when he spoke to the other employees that were making fun of Hattie. And I think it was really good for Hattie to see this, that her team has her back, even though her actions really screwed them over. Okay, so when the scandal started going around and the rumors started swirling, the only thing I was waiting for was for Tamu to find out and jump into action, and he did not disappoint when he found out. Tamu goes to look for Hattie at work, only to find out that she left after Grandpa called her into his office and basically asked her to resign. But after looking for her for a long time, he finally finds her and they have a little reunion or whatever. So that's cute, and that was a really cute moment. But what really stood out to me was the scene with Grandpa that they later show us, where Hattie stands up to him again and is like, no, I'm not resigning. I'm not leaving your grandson. And if being in love is a crime, then I'm a criminal. Y'all, I was like, bravo, girl. Yes, you better stand up to that grandpa. That was such a Hattie response, and that's why we love her so much. Okay, also in this episode, Young-so's dad bombards her and Sungun while they're in their apartment complex parking lot, and he invites them to dinner and apparently wants to welcome Sungun as his new son-in-law, and he's totally fine with their relationship. At this point, when I was watching episode 11, I was like, yes, this dad actually came through. He actually did a whole 180, and this is great. I'm really happy for them. Only to find out in episode 12 that this man was lying and just trying to pull one over on us, and he's still a trash dad. It was really sad having to see Young-so basically disown her dad and cut him out of her life because he's just not listening to her and taking her feelings into account. At this point, she's just better off without her father. And besides, she's now an engaged woman, and she got a nice ring, and he has an even nicer bank account, okay? On a serious note, it's nice to know that Sungun has so much faith in Young-so that he's willing to invest so much money into her new business. I'm glad that their relationship actually worked out, and that Young-so didn't have to give him up because, listen, he is kind of rich too, so her life doesn't really have to change that much. So we all know how episode 11 ended. It was a hot scene. I'm not going to go into any detail, but we all know what happened, okay? Hattie and Tamu had a little fun. And episode 12 opened up with the aftermath, and you guys already know that's my favorite part, when they're all shy and cute. They're like, oh my gosh, don't look at me and all that, and Hattie delivered, as always. Of course, Tamu had to take Hattie back home in the morning, and that's when they finally got caught, and he was forced to be introduced to the parents officially as Kang Tamu. That scene was funny, cute, and sad at the same time. It was funny because the mom was overreacting like usual. Cute because Tamu was talking about all these reasons why he loves Hattie, and sad because we got to see how concerned Hattie's dad was about her being compared to Tamu in a relationship, and others thinking that she isn't worthy of being in a relationship with such a successful person. At this point, Hattie's parents are on board, and we're just waiting for Grandpa to get with the program. Is it that she lied to him, or is it that she's poor? You gotta give us some reasons here, because right now it's not looking logical. Let's make it make sense, okay? Great. One of the funniest scenes was when Dagu tried to fake sick, but Tamu and Hattie found out, and it backfired on him. He talks a big game, but when Hattie started being nice and taking care of him and giving him that great tasting tea, he was a goner. He's just a big bluff. Like Hadi said, she's good with the elderly. And I gotta say, side note, I was so excited when they let se-jeong sing. I was like, yes, get it, girl. You have to show off your singing chops. Come on. Okay, so obviously I was upset with Grandpa with all his shenanigans, trying to break our two leads apart. But I was sad when they gave him that health scare. Obviously, later on in hindsight, you can see that they needed to do that to segue to Taemu leaving for a year and everyone else like advancing in their lives and seeing that they were able to stay strong through it all. After the time skip, we see that Mr. Gay and Miss Yo are now married, and that was kind of surprising. I thought she was going to give him the runaround the whole time, but that was cute. We see that Sungwoon and Young-so are still together, so that was good. I was kind of surprised that Sungwoon didn't go with Taemu to abroad. I mean, that was nice that he got a break for a year, but I thought they kind of had that connection where they both loved Grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, he's also a grandson, so I just expected him to go with them. But I guess it's nice for him to get a break because he did kind of take his job seriously. Like, he likes to kind of separate from the family and draw a line. I don't know why that is, but yeah, so I expected him to go with, but obviously he didn't. But that was nice that they were still together. We didn't get an update on Minwoo, but if we go off what he said before the time skip, he's still in Europe. And by the way, when he said that Yura apologized, I don't believe she apologized. Like, she did not seem like the type to apologize for something like that. But anyway, I'll talk about Minwoo more in detail in another video because I have a lot of thoughts on him. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, when it comes to our main couple, we know that Taemu and Hadi are strong, that they have a strong relationship. We've seen everything they've done throughout this whole series, and we had faith in them. But the family and friends around Hadi did not have that same faith, and they were pumping her with a lot of doubts, and that scandal did not help. But when I saw Hadi put on her cute clothes and get ready to get on that flight, baby, I was like, yes, girl, Hadi, go get your man. Obviously, she didn't have to worry because Taemu conveniently showed up at the right time and stopped her before she got to the airport. Their date afterwards was so cute. Obviously, this was the ending scene, so they put a lot of work into setting this scene up. It was beautiful, guys. I love the cherry blossoms, and it was just so cinematic? Yeah, it was just so cinematic, and I loved it. The ring was cute. Hadi was trying to tease a little bit, was trying to be a little hard to get, so that was funny, but I was like, girl, listen, we know what this is. Just say yes. Y'all are gonna get married, and it is what it is, okay? But it was very cute. I was so happy. This is the ending that we deserved. I love that everything worked out. Also, I just realized this, but it was very fitting for the drama Business Proposal to end with an actual proposal, you know? That was cute, and I just want to applaud, like, the producers, the cast, like, the whole team for this drama for giving us something cute and fluffy to watch every week for the past, 2 months or whatever. It was really great, and I'm sad it's over because it was a little bit of joy and release every week, but yeah, it was nice to review this with you guys, and we'll see what other drama we do next. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.